You need to go to that next level. And what's that next level? That next level is to connect and to be accepted. Now, this is where a lot of leaders have a hard time, because it's not easy to really influence people, because people have a lot of things going on. They have a lot of noise. They have a lot of issues, right? We all have something going on. So a leader has to be able to lead all different types of people to all be in agreement to go a certain way. So you have to be able to build influence with every single one of them. This is key. You have to be able to connect. You have to be able to gain acceptance in your team for you to really have true influence, which is leadership. So how? Let me ask you this first. Have you ever tried to lead somebody you don't like? It's really hard, right? Like, trying to lead somebody you don't really like it's a suffering. So what you need to do is begin to find something that you can begin to like. You have to, sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes it's, with some people it's harder than others, but to kind of go through like all this, these issues that they have, or these things that irritate you, you have to be able to look through those things and find the potential, find something that is good in them that you can recognize and build on, and begin to build connection. Because if you just focus on the things that you don't like, you're not going to want to be around them. But they can be a valuable person on your team. You'll never know unless you begin to connect and begin to allow them to open themselves to you, so you can see all their strengths and their abilities that you can use to accomplish the goal that you want to accomplish. Now, if you're just hiding behind your title and you're not, learning how to connect and communicate to each person, they're not going to open up to you. You're not going to know them as a person, and you're not going to be able to have that influence that you want as a leader. Okay, so again, self-leadership. Then you go into, okay, now I have my title and my position. Okay, now I need to move into real influence and get their acceptance. So I'm going to begin to observe and watch my team. Watch those who I'm leading. I begin to see, what are their strengths? What are their abilities? What are their talents? I'm going to begin to recognize those things, not just for myself, but I'm going to begin to go tell them about it and begin to develop those things in them, because that begins to get them to open up to me and say like, oh, Richard's not so bad. Like, he's cool. He's connecting with me. He cares. He asked me about my family. And this doesn't mean you need to get all deep and like have counseling sessions and like go out to lunch. I'm not saying that, but you have to intentionally connect with them. Let them know something about you. Get to know something about them. Because those are the things that not only are going to get them to open up to you so you can have influence, but those are also things that you need to learn, because those are the motivators that you're going to use to leverage to be able to influence and empower them more so they can produce more results for the team overall. Acceptance. You need to learn how to connect with each person and gain their acceptance, because that's going to begin to move you into this real leadership where you're actually influencing them, which sets you up for this next position.